Welcome to Laugh Track with your host, Keith Breckenridge. Stop it.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Keith Breckenridge, man, the big homie. I'm bringing you the spotlight for Laugh Track, man, where we're bringing up the talent that makes up the show called Laugh Track. And we're bringing you comedy all through the Southwest, all through the 505, all through Albuquerque. And that's what we do, man. We're going to bring it to you because there is a growing need, a growing necessity for comedy, baby. Every small town I ever go through, man, it just comes out in droves. I was just in Alamogordo. Shout out to the Flickner Center, baby. You guys, I love you guys. Sold the place out. It was just an incredible event. Can't wait to go back. And I'm going through all small towns, all through New Mexico, all through the Southwest. And this is what you need, man, is comedy. Especially in these tumultuous times. Man, it's got to happen, man. It's got to happen. Well, hey, man, thanks so much for tuning in to Laugh Track for the Spotlight. I'm going to bring one of my big homies on, Davyd Roseman, man. You're going to want to stick around. Hey, stay for the break, man. It's your boy, Keith Breckenridge. This is Laugh Track.
Driving in this town is a pain in the butt, man, because this town is just stupid. Like downtown Albuquerque, 18 blocks that intersect the wrong way for 18 blocks. Really? So you have an appointment on 6th Street. You got to go to 5th Street, go all the way out to 5th Street, make a U-turn, come back to 6th Street where your appointment is. I'm not kidding. And this is the thing about my comedy. I've been doing comedy over 20 years. I have yet to write a joke. Albuquerque is the comedy capital of the planet. I'm telling you, you want to see something funny? All you have to do is go outside. And God is a woman. You can argue with me all day long. God is a woman. She usually has a sense of humor, but sometimes she's just pissed. And I can prove it. I'm a black man with a bald head, Jewish last name, and green eyes. She's upset.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Ladera Golf Course. Open in 1980, Ladera features a full 18 including spacious greens, a large driving range, roomy practice putting greens, and 4 large lakes. Surrounding Ladera, beautiful views of the Sandia Mountains to the east and volcanoes to the west. Ladera is a challenging city-owned course with the longest playing yardage of any other city courses. For weekend tee times and more information, call 505-836-4449.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at Proview Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Now, I don't know if you guys ever been to Santa Fe. Santa Fe is very multicultural, very rich in history. That being said, I think I might have accidentally wandered into a gay bar while I was over there. Now, I'm gonna let you guys judge this. As soon as I walked in, there was rainbow color lights everywhere. There was that oonts, 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 oonts music, furry shit on the walls. And, oh yeah, there were 2 guys making out right in front of me. Now, I'm not homophobic. I just felt a little uncomfortable, a little out of place. Because us men, we are natural predators. Anytime we go to nightclubs, women are the prey. Now, all of a sudden, I walked into this bar, my whole world was flipped upside down. All of a sudden, I was the prey. I got to feel what it was like to be a woman inside a nightclub firsthand. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. That shit was awesome. I didn't have to buy one drink the whole damn night.
Watching the spotlight on Laugh Track. Who I've got in the studio today is one of my good homies, Mr. Davyd Roseman. Thanks so much for coming in, man.
Not a problem,
Appreciate
sir.
you, man, because I know you're one of the hardest working people in the game, so.
Yeah, with my 6 jobs.
You got like 9 jobs, I thought. You lost 3 of them?
Yeah, I lost 3 of them, but they need to eat.
My man. Well, thanks for coming in, man.
Well,
I appreciate it.
anything I can do to help, especially you, because you're on the forefront, brother.
Ah, man.
You are on the forefront. You know, and somebody's got to be there to represent. Somebody's got to be there to bring it to the people. So anything I can do to help you, you say the word, I'm there.
My man, that's it, man. Because what I said this a little off break, man, but I want to make sure everybody knows. Davyd Roseman is a consummate professional, man. So if you want a real comedian, make sure you reach out to him and get him hired, man. That's no doubt about it, man.
Thank you.
Because I know you've been in the game since what, 89?
89.
Wow, man, that's almost older than me, bro.
Yeah, older than a lot of folks.
My man.
It was weird. It was interesting when I started off because it was my youngest brother who basically got me into comedy.
Okay.
We were a team for the first year.
Oh, you were a duo, huh?
We were a duo.
Okay.
And you know, the normal thing happens. You know, the younger brother falls in love, and that's where
you get girl crazy, and yeah.
But he's still performing up in Denver, and I kind of like stayed here because I stayed with my mom. So.
Okay.
But I've been in the game for a long time, even while I was in the military, because I joined the military in '84, and I continued to try to do comedy when I was overseas. I performed in Japan and Korea, and those places are nice to perform.
I was gonna say I haven't yet been able to perform for the troops, man. But that's always something that's always like certainly feather in my cap.
It is an amazing event, and it doesn't matter where they are, doesn't matter where you're at.
Right.
You're right, because if they get an American that represents everything that they know they're fighting for,
right,
and you can make them laugh, man, you're good to go.
You got it, man.
Write your own ticket.
Wow. No, that's always something because I never served in the military because I got a bum knee, but it was always something I've always wanted to do to some degree, be able to give back in little forms that I can do. That's why I do any charity shows. I'm like, hey, I don't have any money, but I'll show up and do 10 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Stage time is good time.
Yeah. Well, tell us about some of your overseas, man. Give us a little bit about that.
My first trip overseas, I was in Yokota, the air base in Japan.
Right.
We landed at Narita, and the troops gathered up in the USO at that time. And so as soon as I got to the base, I said, look, you all need some entertainment for the troops that are going to be, staying over here, going in and out of whatnot.
Now, does each base, from what I understand, you have to, you kind of get with the general, and they kind of give you the rundown of what you can and kind of can't say? Or?
Well, it all depends.
Okay.
It's funny, though.
Okay.
It's just like in the real world. The first thing you want to do is censor the comics.
Right.
The first thing you want to do is tell a comic what he can't say. That's the first thing.
Right.
If I'd come in with a rock band, it wouldn't have mattered.
No.
But it's just like anything else. You go to the person in charge of the entertainment for the event.
Okay.
You talk to them about what you want to do, and if they can get you in, they'll screen you in. Because most of the time, it's usually first come, first serve, unless they book something, a month or two out, like larger bands or larger comedians that are coming out from Hollywood or whatever. But I was in, so I was serving at the time.
So you was in like Flynn.
So I was cheap entertainment.
Right.
All I had to do was feed me, and I was good to go. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I also did some stand-up in Hawaii at Hickam Air Force Base.
Man, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, man.
Well, it's California surrounded by water. It's a little overrated.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Nice, with spam. With rice.
Yeah, and it's included because they flied it in too. So
nice.
I mean,
My man.
It's all right. It's all right. But it was a fun time. It was a fun time. I got out in '99, and I continued to do comedy because it's a stress relief for me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, between family and everything else in life, you got to have something to redirect yourself. You got to have something to balance yourself out. All right. And I started off as a singer. I've been singing since I was 4 years old. I'm a better singer.
Oh, I know you have an amazing voice. I know you tried out for The Voice as well.
I was in Missouri when I actually tried out.
Okay.
One thing I found out in Missouri, that there's a Chinese restaurant in Missouri. All right.
Okay.
A little township of Missouri.
Gotcha.
Run all by black people.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's the most unique thing you ever saw in your life.
So like soul food, like Chinese
I had
food?
a dude walk up to me and go, yo, man, you really need to try that Mugu Kai Pan, dude. Seriously. It was great.
That's what's up.
It was great. From the cook to the maitre d', all of them
Get
were
some
black.
like chitlin, Peking duck, whatever.
That's like, I said, put some country on it.
There you go, baby. That's me, man.
But it worked. It worked. I had a good time out there.
They got egg rolls fried with cornbread, stuff like that.
I don't know how they did it.
Right.
I don't know how they did it, but they still have vanilla ice cream and chocolate cake, so it didn't matter to me.
That's what's up.
You have the deep fried ice cream. I don't know how you do that.
So your brother really got you started in comedy.
Yeah, Michael's the one who got me started. He had the niche.
And what did you guys do? Like as far as your kid duos?
No, we wrote a lot.
Okay.
We wrote a lot, and we just kind of like played off each other. Like he would start a line, and then I would come in and improvise it, and then we go back and forth. But as we got going, the audience always got involved. So they would say something, and then we would just play off that.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun.
So you guys did this as kids, or like before you went into the military?
No, before I went to service. Because when my mom moved out here, she brought my brother Mark.
Okay.
Me, Michael, and my youngest sister Sharon were in Carolina for 1 year.
Gotcha.
All right. I graduated high school out there. So by the time I got out here in '84, they had already been here 2 years. So Michael and Nikki had already been here 2 years. So when Michael turned 18, that's when he wanted to start.
Wow, in '84, there was really like no black people out here.
Yeah, there's like 6 people in Berlin.
You were in Berlin even?
Yeah.
Four
of them in my house. It freaked me out, dude. It was scary.
Oh, man.
It was scary. I had a little Mexican call me a jungle bunny. The name he called me was bigger than he was.
Right. I know you got a joke about somebody was driving around for dinner or something like that.
No, a woman drove up to me while I was walking around. I was walking around Berlin, and she asked me. She said, I don't want to be offensive or anything, but I'm looking for the black part of town. I said, you're looking at it.
Oh shit.
Somebody invite you to dinner? You just follow me. Come on.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's no big deal. I mean, what many people out there?
Man. So you've really seen was it real communities or was it?
No, I was
itself?
I lived in the apartments just outside of town, just going out there on the south side of Berlin. You hit the freeway, go to Socorro. Those apartments on the right-hand side of the road. That's where I was. That's where I was. My mom lived right there. She was working for the Department of Corrections at the time, and she basically retired as the chaplain of the Women's Correctional Facility out in Grants.
Wow.
So she's been probation parole. She's been correction. She's been a chaplain. And that whole time.
Ooh, so she is not the mama to mess with.
Oh no.
You can't pull nothing.
That's
on
even
her.
before she got out here.
Oh man.
That's even before she got out here. I got just in case beatings, dude.
You ain't sneaking out.
No,
you ain't none of that.
No. Mom held it down.
That's what I'm talking
Mom
about.
held it down. Because first of all, she married a cop. That's how she got her license.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. So my dad was a cop.
Nothing, man.
Oh no. And the killing part about it was I stole from neighbors.
Okay.
Because I wasn't going to get caught, too far.
Oh, no. You got to have some kind of quick alibi.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. I go back now and everybody freaks out,
Man.
But it was a trip. It was a trip.
So you've done comedy for I don't know how many years, man.
Yeah, it's been over 20.
It's right.
It's well over 20.
So you've seen a lot of like clubs come and go. You've seen a lot of scenes.
Yes.
As far as for Albuquerque or New Mexico, I guess in general as a whole, like what can we do to maybe grow comedy? How can we get people out in the seats to come see you?
I think the biggest thing about the New Mexico population, the general public.
Because I'm trying to find barriers. Like, what's the problem? Let's knock these walls down.
One, they're spoiled.
Okay.
Okay, they're spoiled.
In what way?
Because they don't want, everything comes to them. All right.
Netflix kind of world, right?
Come to them. I mean, if they really wanted to go see somebody, then they go to the casino. That's the first place they go.
Right.
Earth, Wind, and Fire comes to town, they go to the casino.
I'm there, no doubt. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Hey, if Evanescence shows up, I'll be the only brother in the audience. Amy can sing her butt off. I'll be right there.
Right.
But I think we have to make it simple. We can't make things too complicated. All right. We just can't.
How do we do that?
All right. The simplest way to do it is to find our venue, a venue where we can all go, conjugate, talk, perform, and make it ours.
Okay.
That's what we have to do. We have to make it ours. You don't have to share it with anybody. We can rent it out if we need to, but we need to have that space ours.
Gotcha.
Comedy and nothing else. As you grow, if you nurture the home talent, you can bring people in sporadically. That's one of the reasons why I think
there's road comics all the time.
Exactly. Right. That's one of the reasons why I thought Laughs went down, because they were trying to run an Albuquerque club like Vegas. Well, you can't bring Ella DeGeneres and Paul Rodriguez and Fluffy in here week in and week out because nobody's going to support that.
Right. Well, especially the price tag that they're carrying.
Exactly, and that's why nobody's going to support that. But the local comics, the folks who are trying to get where they are, they need a platform, they need a stage. All right. The only way you're going to get better is to perform. Now you can bring in some veterans like you and myself or whatnot, and you can set up those things. But you have to keep it simple. You can't make things too complicated for folks here. The attention span is an hour and a half, dude.
Oh, 90 minutes is tops.
90 minutes is tops.
90 minutes is tops. It's kind of the sweet spot for comedy shows, is what I find.
For anything that's live, unless it's a band.
Because we have adult ADDs now.
It's 90 minutes the best. I'm telling you, man.
If I see fidget spinners in the crowd, I start.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't do it. The attention span is just it's too short.
Right.
Plus, there's chili.
Right.
And everybody's.
Now, because you're from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Right. You're right. So I know that you was a bit of a transition, kind of moving into the greens and the red chilies of Mexico.
It was. But see, it was weird though, man.
So tell me a little bit more about that, man. Y'all gonna like this. Y'all gonna like this.
The first time I had green chili, it burned me so bad. I thought it was melting. I'm serious, man. It killed me, dude.
I never even heard of it. My uncle was like, "I'm gonna make some green chili stew," and I'm used to like Texas chili because I'm from Texas, and so I was like, "We mean green."
But the chili had meat and beans in it, right?
Right.
Meat and beans.
Right.
All right. First time I saw green chili, I said, well, "Who put this pea soup on my plate? I ain't asked for this." And any restaurant you go to in this town, the first thing they ask you is red or green.
Right.
Well, if you order Cheerios, what's your option?
Like, can I get some vanilla red, please?
Like, really?
Nah.
Nah, man. And you can't do that to strangers. That's just cruel.
Yeah, that's not nice.
You shouldn't have to cry through your meal. People standing outside and saying, "This was awesome, man. It's great."
You got to try that. Just wiping snot.
Yeah, it's like, and these are family members.
Right.
You want to really get over with somebody. You bring somebody you don't like.
Get them that hot bag.
Get them that hot stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's taking me a while because, like, I've got 2 of my kids will eat it, but one just absolutely refuses it. She will not even mess with it. No. You even, like, hint that there's chili on it. No.
Well, I'm the same way. I don't touch it.
Yeah,
I know what it does to me, so I'm not going to touch it. Now, I encourage a lot of people, if you haven't tried it, I mean, really, if you haven't tried it, go ahead and try it. But, you have to be with somebody you trust.
Right.
You just can't just sit down in any restaurant.
You gotta have
the chili rellenos. Oh, dude, hey.
Ooh, I don't know.
Hey.
You might not want to go there just yet.
Not just yet.
Tiptoe into this.
Yeah, you have to wade through the water. You know what I mean? You got to wade because they bring you stuff and it's covered in everything. So you don't know what that is.
Oh yeah. It's
got lettuce and tomato and whatnot, and they tell you, it's chili rellenos. Well, I was in Korea for 3 years.
The hell is that?
That could be anything.
Right.
That could be anything. It could be Fifi. You don't know.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful.
So, where can we find your comedy, Davyd? Because I know that you've been around so long. So, where are some really good sites, and what kind of things do you have on the horizon, man?
What I'm working on right now is a musical.
Okay.
It's called A Little Night Music. A friend of mine asked me.
One more time, what was the name of it?
A Little Night Music.
Check that out, folks.
A Little Night Music. It's going to be at the UNM Conference Center.
Okay.
The 25th and 26th. Tickets are $15 at the door. Okay. Or if you go to my site on Facebook, go to my website. My account on Facebook, you can get the tickets for $10.
Where can the folks find you? Davyd Roseman?
This is Davyd Roseman on Facebook. DAVYD Roseman. My face will pop up. Black guy, bald head, green eyes, can't miss it.
But it's DAVYD.
DAVYD.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
he spells it a little different.
Well, you got to be different, man.
I know.
I changed the spelling on my name and people freaked out. My own mother freaked out.
I just change my name all the time. I just do it all through the day. When I go to Starbucks, I'm Rex. I go somewhere else, wherever. It didn't matter. I just change my name all the time.
See, maybe I ought to try that. Then I stop, getting requests to do cops.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just change it up.
Right.
But, the thing is that a lot of times when people ask me to come and do a show or come do their Christmas program, I'm always down. I'm always down. You can find me on Facebook. If you want to hire me, you can find me on Facebook.
And this guy, like
really
I said,
simple.
he is the consummate professional. He shows up early. He's there the whole time. He can do a solid hour in front of little kids, grown-ass folks. It don't matter,
well,
man. This guy runs the gambit, man.
I try.
You are a consummate professional.
I try,
man.
because the cleaner you are, the more you can work.
Sure.
And that's the #1 rule of most young comics coming up.
It normally goes shock, then they start getting vulgar, then you kind of start to figure it out. Then you start, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's different for everybody.
Sure.
Everybody goes through their own stages and whatnot. But at the time that I started, since there weren't many black comics in Albuquerque at all, and my brother and I were a team.
Right.
you get two black folks on stage, and most folks are calling folks.
It's gonna be rolling. Yeah.
So I mean, they're like, oh no, we didn't pay for this.
Man, and you got a really interesting spin on the directions, or at least I guess the road maps of Albuquerque.
No, it's the design of this town.
It's goofy, isn't it?
It is weird. I've never
just from
seen
the interstate,
like
they have you. If you ever visited Albuquerque, please yield, use your blinker. No one's gonna really pay attention, but I'm just saying, like they have the on ramps and the off ramps on the same side.
Yeah. And the Kindle part of it gets worse as you get downtown. Because as you get downtown, they have 18 streets that intersect each other one way for 18 blocks. Which means, if you have an appointment on 7th Street, you got to go to 8th Street to make a U-turn and come back to 7th Street to where your appointment is.
Albuquerque, that makes sense.
Yeah, but everywhere else, that's retarded.
Yeah.
That's retarded. My mother told me that 2 wrongs don't make a right. In Albuquerque, 3 rights make a left. I'm telling you, man, it's weird.
No, it's weird.
It's weird, but there are some things that you get used to.
I know there's streets that just turn into other streets.
Yes. What is up with that? I have never figured that out. Why would streets change while you're on them?
Midway. No kind of sign, no nothing.
Yeah, and then you can't ask for directions. You got streets that change, with the same name. They intersect each other with the same name.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like the corner of Wantabo and Wantabo. Where the hell are you?
I was trying to eat at Mykonos Cafe.
Okay.
And my GPS was like, it's on Wantabo and Wantabo. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and you go find it. It's on Wantabo and Ube.
Right.
Which, for the first 2 miles, actually run perpendicular. Right. And then they meet. Right. How does that work? That's not even possible in physics.
Like they ran out of road and was like, I don't know. Let's just put it together.
I think what they did was they just took some rats, set their tails on fire, and just let them out.
And just paved behind them?
Just paved behind them. Probably made it easier.
Man, I know you've got a show. You got a show coming up pretty soon, don't you? Is it the musical act or was it a different one?
No, it was a musical act. The comedy show is probably going to be in October, but it's not finalized yet, so I haven't worn that out yet. But we're working on it.
Okay. Well, one more time, give those fans out there all that info about that show.
The musical is called A Little Night Music. It's going to be at 7:30 at the UNM Conference Center.
Okay.
1634 University. On the 25th and the 26th, Friday and Saturday. Tickets are $10 at the door if you go through me.
Gotcha.
All right, you go through me, give me your name, how many tickets you want, I'll put it in an envelope, put a VIP on it, and you can pay for them at the door. If you don't, it's $15.
So it's $15 at the door. And then 10 if they hit you up and use the hashtag Davyd Roseman.
Davyd Roseman right there on Facebook. It's really easy.
Nice.
I try to make things simple.
That's my man. Well, do you have any other social medias or an Instagram?
No, that's basically the only one I use.
You're just too old for that.
I'm too old for that.
You're not Snapchatting?
No, Snapchat. I can't snap my fingers, dude. No.
Well, we're gonna Snapchat later on. I'm gonna get him in like a doggy filter or something.
No, man. Don't do me no favors.
Hey, man. Thanks so much again, Davyd. I appreciate you coming out to the spotlight on Laugh Track, man. Make sure y'all hit your boy up, man. Davyd Roseman. This is your boy Keith Breckenridge. Laugh Track. Stay on. We're going back on the backside, man. Peace.
You guys, do you know that the acronym SAD, it stands for Seasonal Affective Disorder? We don't really suffer that in New Mexico, but other people do. But I recently found out that there's another set of words that acronym goes for, and it's sexual aversion disorder. And to help differentiate, we should call that one really sad. Really sad. So a friend of mine got kicked out of Costco for having sex. I'm like, how does that even happen? She's like, I got pheromones and I know how to use them. He said, I got pheromones too, but they're flashing weirdos want it. I'm pretty sure.
Don't forget, every Proview Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com to buy your DVD today. Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7766. 7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car crafters, it's like it never happened.
Ladera Golf Course. Opened in 1980, Ladera features a full 18 including spacious greens, a large driving range, roomy practice putting greens, and 4 large lakes. Surrounding Ladera, beautiful views of the Sandia Mountains to the east and volcanoes to the west. Ladera is a challenging city-owned course with the longest playing yardage of any other city courses. For weekend tee times and more information, call 505-836-4449.
Hey, what's up? Thanks so much again, man, for tuning back into the Spotlight for Laugh Track. Now, we've got some incredible musical talent that made up this show, the Laugh Track.
Why do I have to explain why I'm not giving up on you?
I'm with one of our artists, amazing Melissa Rios. Now, she teaches music at the New Mexico School of Music. You have an amazing voice. You just have an incredible knack, and you're an obvious talent. Now, when did you first start?
I actually started, I was about 8 years old. My oldest brother plays guitar. They all play. I have 3 brothers, but so they're the ones that got me started on it.
Really got you started. Do they still play as well?
They do still play. I'm the only one that really plays out a lot, though.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. And where can we see you?
I play around Albuquerque, a lot of the breweries and things like that. So some of the restaurants around here, too.
Amazing. Do you have any new projects or anything coming out where we can go check?
I actually do. There's going to be an EP coming out hopefully by about the fall, because I already have an album out that was out last year, but new one's in the works right now.
Where can we find that music at?
It's on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all that good stuff.
Gotcha.
And it's called Love and Time.
Love and Time. So if our guests want to reach out to you on social media, what's your social media links?
Melissa Rios Music. So if you look that up, yeah.
Pretty easy. Even I can kind of figure that one out.
That's just a little hint of what we brought for the show Laugh Track, man. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. And if anybody wants to be a partner, be a strategic partner, and be a part of Laugh Track, go ahead and write to us at laugh@laughtrack.com. Again, laugh@laughtrack.com. Hey, this is the spotlight for the show called Laugh Track. And what we do here, and the difference between these shows is we're spotlighting the talent that makes up the show called Laugh Track, which is basically it's going to be a stand-up comedy show with a musical talent on the very end. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be bringing this fuego to you all the time, because there's a growing need for this here all through Albuquerque, all through the Southwest. We're coming to you, man. We're bringing this comedy. So, man, hey, I appreciate you tuning in to Laugh Track. I'm your host, Keith Breckenridge. Thanks so much. We're going to check you next time, baby. Peace out.
Whenever I see these little odd things, especially here in New Mexico, this one really sticks with me. Like every time I see a Native American Indian wearing Dallas Cowboy gear, I mean, I don't know about you, but I tend to hold grudges, right? So that whole, to say that they got the short end of the American history stick is the understatement of the year. Don't get me wrong. So that gets me thinking. That, to me, that's equivalent to if a brother was to wear something, sponsored by the KKK. Like if I got some new like KKK jeans, you know what I mean? Like hey man, did you see these new cracker pants? I mean, these new cracker pants are pretty nice, baby. Yeah, they kind of tight. You know, I know my junk don't fit, my booty in the back, you know what I mean? But they're all right, man. What do you think? They're all right. And I mean, how do you think the Jewish community would feel if all of a sudden, like in the NFL, there was this team called the Gestapo? Like, hoy vey! Did you see the Third Reich on Monday night last night? I told you they were gonna kick. I told you they were gonna win.